So today I'm going to show you how to do a mass upload of questions into Qualtrics. So here I have 60 questions that I want to upload into Qualtrics, but I don't want to have to retype that all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order it so that I can just upload the Excel sheet into Qualtrics. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to number the left column, and I do this in case I mess up in my organization, that I can go back to the first 60 questions in this order, and that'll make sense as we move on further. So I have number 1 through 60 in the first column. Now what I want to do in my questionnaire is I want every single question to be a different page. So I want a page break between every single question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type page break, and it looks exactly like this. So after I type in page break, I'm going to have to put a page break between every single question. So I'm going to need roughly 60 page breaks. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch of them. So maybe that. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to get this page break between every single question. So I'm going to start here as 1, and then I'm going to add, I'm going to skip a line. So it's every other number. So now I look and see every other number. It's odd numbers. And then here I'm going to start with 2, and I'm going to do the same thing. So equals that plus 2. So I get all even numbers. Drag that. There we go. So now I'm just going to copy and paste it, and I need to make sure to paste it as values, so that when I reshuffle, if I don't paste it as values, it's going to mess up the numbering and it'll freak out. So make sure you paste it as values first. Now what I want to do is I want to sort it by these new numbers. So I'm going to highlight the C first, so it knows that's how I want to sort it. And now as you see, I have the question, then the page break, then the question, then the page break. So every question can be its own page on Qualtrics. So now that I've done that, I'm going to delete this because I don't want that in my questionnaire, and I'm going to delete this. And you need to save this as a text. Not only do you need to save this as a text, I need to save it specifically as a Windows text. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Trivia Questions. And the important thing is that in order to do the mass upload correctly, you need to save it not just as a text, but as the window formatted text. If you don't use specifically the Windows formatted text, it won't upload. It won't work correctly. So I save it. Okay, so now that I've saved that as a text, if I close it, sure, I'll resave it. I always resave things. It's probably not a good habit. If I open it again, it'll open like this. So it's in a text box. So now I'm going to go onto my Qualtrics. Ignore that. And I'm going to upload the questionnaire. So I'm going to go to Advanced Options, and it's Import Survey. So I'm going to select what I just made and import it. And it takes a few seconds to import. So this should be it. And you can see I have every question now uploaded. So it did it correctly. And that saved me a lot of time. Now I didn't have to type that in. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to do a matrix questionnaire. So let's say you have a lot of questions with a multiple choice answer that are all the same. You can upload it as one big matrix. So I have this questionnaire here, and it is the need for cognition, I believe. Oh, or need for closure. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. Oh, so I'll highlight 28 of them. And before I can even cut and paste it into Excel, I need to get rid of that numbering because that numbering is going to mess it up and it's going to ruin its ability to upload. So I'm just going to remove the numbering and then I'm going to paste it in Excel. And I'm going to put some instructions up top. So here are some instructions I'll use. Let's see. Oh, I need to make more space for the instructions. Right, so there are my instructions. So I'm going to number the instructions. I'm not going to number any of these, like I said. And then I want the options. So for maybe the first option, you would say strongly disagree. Your second option is disagree. Third is, I don't know, neutral. Fourth option is agree. And then fifth is strongly agree. So what I've done is that, so below here are the multiple choice answers, and they're going to be able to use this for every single one of those questions. But first I list all the questions, and then I put a space, and then I put the answers. So once again, you're going to want to save that as the Windows formatted text, and I'll give it a name. And you save it. Oh, close this. So then I go back to my Qualtrics and I go back to the advanced options, and once again I'm going to import the survey. And hopefully it has been uploaded correctly. And there you go. And you see how it's very shortened right here. I can change that. I can move this so that you have more space for reading the words. And if I want to fix anything else, you can also, make it a different type of scale like that. Or I like to sometimes put the text above the question. That can make it easier to read. So there's a lot of choices you have. But that saved me a lot of time instead of having to retype these questions in by hand. So now they're all in at once. So I hope that helped you out. Have a nice day.